This is one very impressive automobile. It caught my eye as soon as I walked in. Can you tell me a bit more about it?
4 months of development for General Motors. They gave us the Corvette. It's the Top Tuner 5 project. We decided to make a very, very nice 900 horsepower supercharged 2011 Corvette.
900 horsepower.
That's right. It's moderate in terms of what we built in the past, but we wanted to make it streetable and very fun.
So this is a street car, even with the roll cage and the supercharged engine?
Yeah, definitely. You can take it to the track, beat it down for the rest of the day, and then go home, turn on the air conditioning, and then go home.
Well, and how much in terms of tuning, if somebody was to have a car built like this? Is it sort of thing you tune once and just leave it alone, or would you guys have to tune it yourselves?
Tuning is a never-ending story. You always have to tweak a car every minute, every day, especially when you put a motor of this magnitude. My teammate Tajay Das, Serge Lagier, they did a great job in making sure the car got done in 4 months. So this car still has some tweaking to do and tuning, speaking of tuning. But overall, I mean, the tunability of it, it's an excellent car, an excellent base to start off of.
And I noticed the roll cage. Can you tell me what other reinforcements you've had done to kind of harness 900 horsepower without twisting up a frame?
Good thing, you know, the Corvette is already a great race car.
Yeah.
So aside from the roll cage that we put in, the body is strong enough to handle
really?
To handle the abuse that we put it through.
The new Corvette coming out, the C7, any plans of doing a upgraded performance version of one of those?
You know what? If General Motors decides to give us one, the Top Tuners would love to do one.
Okay.
But for this year, this is what we have, and this is what they gave. This is the base Corvette. We made it extra special, Top Tuner style.
Okay. I mean, the Corvette is quite an automobile on its own. You've increased it to 900 horsepower, and you say it's moderate. What's the highest horsepower you've ever put through one of these?
Funny enough, we built the Cadillac CTS, 1440 horsepower.
And that's a street car.
And that, let's say, okay, it's a street car.
Okay. Now, the one thing I noticed is supercharged. You prefer supercharged over turbo, or do you have a preference?
I'm a turbo guy myself, but
okay.
Garrett was nice enough to give us a nice supercharger for this car. It's easier to build, quicker, and the power is a lot more sustainable, if that's the right word. It's more controllable. Okay. But I'm a turbo fan, so.
Okay. And in terms of compression, what type of fuels do you need to run this? Are you running like super high octane or?
Super high octane, but you know, if you need the 94, then go ahead, put it in.
It can run on pump 94?
It will. I mean, going back to tuning, it's going to run a little bit more difficult, but it can run on 94, yes.
Okay. I mean, the one thing, I argue with friends of mine, they talk about fuel efficiency. When you put cars like this together, you don't worry about fuel efficiency, you worry about fun. How much fun is this car?
Fuel efficiency and fun. The more fuel, the more fun, definitely the more fuel. We don't think about, fuel costs when we're building a car like this. When you're building a car with about $250,000 into it, you don't think about the fuel.
It's secondary. It's
Yes,
not even an afterthought?
It's your weekend toy. You can afford the fuel.
Gotcha. Great. Well, I appreciate you taking the time, Edmund, and I'm looking forward to see what else you guys create.
Next year, more cars for GM.
We're here with Kevin Williams, president of General Motors Canada. And Kevin, we're standing by the 2011 Camaro. I understand there's a Super Camaro coming for 2012.
Well, that's an announcement that was made on last week. Okay. That we're doing a high performance variant off of the Camaro platform. We put a moniker on it called the ZL1, which signifies that it's the top of the top in terms of performance. A car that not only performs well, quiet handles and all that, but is track ready for those very high enthusiasts that we have for the Camaro line.
The standard Camaro comes with 436 horsepower. I understand from the initial readings that the Super Camaro is going to be pushing 550 horsepower with 550 foot-pounds of torque. Is that correct?
We're pushing the limit, and wow. Our goal is to make sure that that we are the best in class in all of the features that are important for the consumer. But for that particular car, it's about being able to use that horsepower to get around the track pretty fast. And so that car is going to demonstrate that kind of capability and more.
That engineering is fantastic. I can't imagine trying to put 550 horsepower to pavement.
Well, it's exciting. You know, General Motors has some of the best performance engineers in the world. And as a result of that, they found creative and innovative solutions to make the car go fast, but also at the same time keep it pretty responsible in terms of fuel efficiency and handling and quietness and all of the things that a more discriminating customer looks for in the new Chevrolet or the new Chevrolet Camaro.
Are you worried that a car with that much horsepower and that much performance may actually cut into the sales of your Corvette?
No, the Corvette carries a unique brand. It's a segment that we understand the customer very well and why they buy the Corvette. The Camaro has also its uniqueness in terms of the people that want to buy it, and there's a little bit of crossover, but for the most part, these are two customers looking for two distinct things. So a car going that fast obviously will get a Corvette customer looking. Yeah. They're going to wonder if they need to get their horsepower up as well. Yeah. But in reality, two different customers, two different demographics we're looking at.
Well, Kevin, to be honest, I can't wait to see this on the road, and even can't wait to see it on the track.
Well, we're looking forward to it. You know, the new General Motors is about a simple principle: to design, build, and sell the world's best vehicles. And in this particular category, we plan to lead and not follow, hands down.
There are lots of new vehicles to see here at the Canadian Auto Show. But in order to look at new, I think we also have to take a look at where these vehicles originated from. And nothing puts a smile on my face more than the 1977 Trans Am WS6 edition. 400 cubic inch, 4-speed standard. This car can and always will carry the mail. For 519 Online News, I'm Craig Hennessey reporting from the Canadian Auto Show.